Okay, we'll continue with frequency encoding technique, that is the encoding of categorical variables. So in frequency encoding technique, what we do, we calculate the frequency of each of the category of the categorical variable, and then we replace that category by the corresponding frequency. So again, let's take the data. Just since for each of the approach, I'm starting afresh, so I'm taking the raw data, and let's say I'm using the model. I'm using train test split module to actually split the data. So from sklearn dot model underscore selection import train underscore test underscore split. Now I'm splitting the data in X train X test and Y train Y test. So test size is 30 percent, that is 0.3, and the random state is 0. Now the data is split. Now what I'm doing is I have to first to create a frequency table, that is the number of times each category is coming in each category is coming in the data set. So again, it's simple. Again, now I'm using X underscore train, and the column that I'm using is favorite color. So X train is the data frame and favorite color is the column name. Using value underscore counts, it creates frequency distribution, and if you can convert it into a form of dictionary using dot to underscore dictionary, it creates a dictionary. So this is what it gets. So it tells that in the training data set, red color is coming 10 times, green is 5 times, black 4 times, white 4 times, and blue 4 times. So now what we are going to do is we'll just simply replace these colors by these numbers. So X underscore train, name of the column is favorite column, and just mapping it with this dictionary in the train as well as in the test data set. So we get like this. So this is our train data set. So if you see for favorite color, we are, which was original value was blue. Now after mapping, we created the, after mapping following the frequency count method, we got a new column called favorite color underscore frequency, where blue is mapped to 4. This is what we were getting in the dictionary, blue to 4. Green again was mapped to 5, so green getting mapped to 5, red to 10, red is getting mapped to 10. So this way we can retain this column and drop the original favorite color column. So that's one technique called as the frequency encoding technique. Now we can take another technique, which is uh, mean encoding technique. In the mean encoding technique, what we do is we basically replace the categories by the mean value, and now this mean value we calculate is based on the target variable. So the steps that we follow is, for each category of the categorical variable, we find the sum of the target variables, and for each category, we find the total count. So in this way, if we divide sum by total count, we get the mean value of the target corresponding to each category. That is what we are doing in step 3, and then step 4 is simply to replace each category by the mean value. So let's see the code. Again, I'm starting afresh, so taking the data from the raw data. This is what our data set or data frame looks like. Now I'm taking the column purchase, because that is our target column. So if we take data purchased and if we map yes to 1 and no to 0, so basically I'm converting it into 1 and 0, so that it's easy for us to do the summation. Once this is done, so this is what our data frame now looks like. Wherever there was no, it got replaced by 0, and yes got replaced by 1. So that is fine. Now we have to calculate the mean value. So how do we do this? We are saying data dot group by. So we are grouping by based on what? Based on this color, favorite color. And after we group by, then we have to take this column purchased and find its mean value. That is corresponding to each color which is present in this favorite color column. Find out the mean value of the purchased. And then what I'm doing is, because it can give up to n number of decimal places, so I'm just rounding it up to 2 decimal places. So I'm saying dot round 2 and converting it into a dictionary. So after this we will get output like this. So black is 0.43, blue is 0.71, and so on. Now it's just a matter of mapping the actual uh, column values with these values. So we will say data favorite color, that's the column name. I'm mapping with this dictionary and it gets replaced. So we get favorite color as 0.67 wherever it was coming as 0.67 was for white. Yeah. So in this way we can replace categorical variables by their corresponding mean values, which is based on the target variable. Now we can smooth this value also. So what we have to do, we have to first create the global mean of the based on the target variable. And then what we are doing is we are creating a data frame in which for each of the category I'm finding out the mean value with respect to the target and the count. So then using this formula counts into means. So counts is basically representing this column counts, means representing this column. So I'm taking this count column and storing it in counts variable and taking this mean column storing it into means variable. So what I'm doing essentially is multiplying each count by its corresponding mean and then adding it the weight which was 100 into global mean and dividing the dividing it by counts plus weight. So after this we get the smooth value and not just a matter of replacing the category of different category of the categorical variables by this smooth value. This is a slightly better approach compared to using this mean value because it smooths the values. So it means there is a less impact of outliers on this. Okay, now another approach is weight of evidence in coding. So weight of evidence in coding, basically it's a measure of strength of grouping technique to separate good and bad. So this method was developed primarily to build a predictive model to evaluate the risk of a loan default in the credit and the finance area. So WOE, which is called as the weight of evidence, it's a measure of how much the evidence supports or undermines a hypothesis. So again, first we are just starting fresh with the data from the raw data and converting the purchase target variable into 0 and 1 based on the yes is mapped to 1 and no is mapped to 0. Now this is we have the original data. The formula to use to calculate the WOE is distribution of goods divided by distribution of bad, and we take the logarithm of it and we can multiply it by 100. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm first creating the group by. So I'm grouping it based on the favorite color and for each category of the color take the purchased value and calculate the mean of it. So that in that way we calculate the WOE. Now this will be in the form of a series, so I'm converting into data frame. So this is what the data frame looks like. So for each color we have mean value corresponding to the target variable purchased. Now I'm just renaming purchase to good so that we can relate it with the formula. So I'm just renaming the column purchase to good. And then what we can do, we can create another variable WOE underscore DF. The variable name will be bad, which is actually nothing but 1 minus good. So probability of bad basically. So which is equal to 1 minus probability of good. And this is what we get. This is good and bad with their probabilities, and these are the different categories of the color. Now what we have to do, we have to divide uh, good by bad, but it could be possible that any for any particular category there is no data in the bad. So to avoid the situation where we are dividing it by zero, what we are doing is wherever the bad has a value of zero, we are replacing it by some very small value so that we don't divide any value by zero. And after that we just divide good by bad and take the logarithm of it and we calculate the WOE. So this is what we have WOE, and we replace it uh, each color we replace it by corresponding to these WOE values. This is what we get favorite color after getting replaced. So that's the one approach, WOE method of encoding. Now let's take another approach, which is probability ratio encoding. Probability ratio encoding, it is similar to WOE method. The only difference is that in this we don't take the logarithm. Otherwise, it's the same thing, like we calculate the probability of good and the probability of bad for each category with respect to the target variable, and then we divide the probability of good by probability of bad, and that's it. And then finally we map each category corresponding to its value that we are getting. So again, I'm starting afresh, so taking data from the raw data, and then I'm taking data and grouping it based on the color. And for each color, I have to take the purchased column and find its mean. Then along with it, I'm chaining to rename the column purchased as good. So this will create a data frame. Now I'm creating another column in this data frame bad, which is 1 minus good column of this PR underscore data frame. Now wherever the bad has a value of 0, I'm just replacing it with the small value so that there is no division by 0. After this, we are creating the probability value by dividing probability of good by probability of bad. And this is what finally our this data frame looks like. Then what we have to do is just simply map the color column by this PR column, so that wherever different categories of the colors are coming in the original data frame, that those should get replaced by these PR values. So in this way, we have seen the different methods which we can use to categorize a categorical variable, to encode a categorical variable. Now there is no golden rule that we have to follow one particular approach all the time. It's just that depending upon the scenario, depending upon how the data is distributed, what type of categorical variable it is, we have to try out the different methodologies and see which works best, and accordingly we take it from there. So that's it for now. Thank you.